She is a flower, one that swayed like a ballet dancer to her own sacred song. The flower's blonde honey trickled down her stems. The earth bewildered her and enchanted her all in one. Her song didn't and doesn't always flow easily. She was deeply woven into her walls that planted themselves over and over again. I saw her humbled beauty deeply on a simple Friday written in the calendar. It's funny how a pointless hello could change a life forever. How any one word or moment can shift and redirect your train tracks. The flower sang in an astonishing tone that gently pierced into my chest. From then on, our seed grew into a strong willow tree named Friendship. And although the flower and I didn't always see eye to eye, we loved each other eternally. And even though I wrinkled some of her petals with my storms, she grew back into me. In the darkest night, she taught me how to trust again. From then on, I promised myself to never let any selfish bees take away from my flower. From then on, I promised myself that I would water the flower every single day, feed her sunlight, and never let her dry out. For I know this flower is not just any ordinary plant. She is unique. A piece of the planet that held a threatening yet stunning power between her leaves. The power of knowledge. A mind that fed mine nectar. But unfortunately, weeds would damage the flower at times. She would weaken and shrivel, but I would never let my flower die. It is those crucial times where I would nurture her with my best possible strengths. Because she's not perfect. She's perfectly imperfect. And it is that perfect imperfection that I fell in love with. That perfect imperfection many more will fall in love with. But because I am greedy, I will never let my flower go. She will always be my flower. Of course, I know I will have to share my beautiful flower, but at the end of the day, she will always be more of my flower than anyone else's. My flower will continue to grow with me and without me, because she won't always need my help. She is stable, secure, and strong. I know sometimes I will have to remind my flower of those truths. My flower is all beautiful on her own, though. Julia is all gloriously beautiful on her own. Julia, my flower, I will always love you forever.
When I was a kid, I thought my best friend was the girl that I met in kindergarten, the one that looked like me. I thought she would be the person that I talked to every day, the one that helped me get over a breakup by bringing over ice cream and my favorite movie. But that all changed when I moved. For some reason, I thought we would still continue to be the same best friends, and it lasted for a while, until she changed. In the 3rd grade, I thought I finally got my partner in crime. She was the total opposite from the people that I thought I liked. She was smart and funny and could do so many things for how young we were. One best friend became 2 and then 3, and right before my eyes, I knew we had a click. It wasn't the most popular, but it was where I thought I belonged. As we entered middle school, I didn't think it would be any different. But I was naive. The laughter in the halls didn't stop at all throughout the first year, and my friends were growing into the people that they knew they were going to be. I had no clue who I was or who I wanted to be. But me? Nothing. All of them were in advanced classes and would get A's on tests that I could never comprehend. I was just the dumb blonde in the group. I didn't look like them, talk like them, and even think like them. I thought friends were the people that you only saw at school. I didn't realize what friendship was until that day. That day when I walked into that classroom and I made the genius decision to sit next to you, and you made the genius decision to say hi. We couldn't stop talking for the rest of the period. I will admit I was questioning myself. if I would stick around. But that was only because everyone else I knew had failed me. Everyone else didn't work out the way I wanted it to. But I would soon realize that this is where I'm meant to be. I'm not perfect. I chew loud, I have an insane laugh, and I obnoxiously scream at anything that excites me. Oh, and not to mention I'm a neat freak. But you managed to take everything that I hate about myself and turn it into things that I love. You have shaped me into the person that I am. You are the reason I am me. We have screamed, fought, punched, and even walked out of each other's lives. But guess what? We always find an excuse to come back and cry on each other's shoulders because we miss being together. We just fit perfectly into each other's lives. And now, I know. I know who's going to be the maid of honor at my wedding. The one who will share a drink with me at 2 a.m. And the one who will cry with me when my parents die. The one I will laugh tears with in a serious situation. And the one that will pretend to be my girlfriend when a weirdo asks me out. I will never forget the impact that you have made in my life, Mackenzie. Never. You will forever be a major person in my life. And until the day I die, I can say that my best friend is you.
Things we don't talk about, rather do without. Just hold the smile.